This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we're slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application called Airport City HD that's available for the iPad 2. I've got it on my springboard right there, ready to go. Right there. This application is very much within the micromanagement genre of things. And it's by a developer called Game Insight that's been pumping out these kind of games, and they've actually been making some headway in we would say becoming the preeminent producers of these titles in this genre. So without any more talking, I'm just going to go ahead and boot up and then show you how this functions more or less. I'm going to go ahead and turn the sound off actually so that you can hear me. Make that a little bit easier. So the basic idea is that you start with nothing. So for instance, I have basically this. This is my town, which I can pinch and zoom to go about. I start with basically a few suburban houses. From which I can collect these cases, which count as passengers. I've got some wind turbines, etc., etc., a few other buildings. And then from here, I'll actually upgrade these elements and then add on to them, to the point that I actually have a very, very extensive sort of control tower, amalgamation of hangars, etc., basically a gigantic airport. If you want to see some of that, you can, of course, actually go check out the developer's website and take a look. It's pretty cool. We really like these kind of games. As you can see, I've played these titles a lot, so I'm already popping in and just doing things. But this one makes particular sense, which is really quite the boon for it. And the reason it makes particular sense is because all of the things that you need, oil, passengers, captains, etc., etc., they just make sense. If you send out a plane you're waiting for it to come back. So obviously that makes sense in terms of waiting for the production, which is something that's kind of common to this genre, etc., etc. But to show you how this works, you've got quests up here, which you can hit. And then the person will tell you what's going on. So build 3 cottages that you have a total of 5. Whatever, you can hit show me. It'll show you how to do it. All kinds of different quests will be going on here. All kinds of different units to build stuff. Simply go in here. And then you can get a nice good look at everything that can be built. Of course, as you level up, you unlock new content. And the only way that you level up is by actually building stuff. So playing the game earns you points, which earns you more content. As with most other games, Insight games, there is a ton of stuff included here. So obviously you're going to have a lot of content to play through. And one of the cool things about this game is the fact that you have to want, or not you have to want, well I guess you do, but you have to manage the fact that you've got a bunch of airplanes up in the air, a bunch of stuff going on as far as your actual airport. Then you've also got to power it, and you've also got to maintain sort of the home life aspect of this. You need passengers to fly. So with that in mind, we've got a really nice mix there in terms of production and profit at the airport, as well as sort of SimCity style, home life here at the passenger houses. So that's quite nice. And again, building, very simple. Simply hit this, and then you can plug through and find whatever it is that you want to build. We've got a couple other options here. You've got flights. So for instance, if I want to fly a plane, I can simply hit fly, puts a plane on my runway, and each plane needs its own runway. You can do the same over here, fly, and then get more passengers, which I can do for money because I don't currently have enough. I'm actually going to skip that for now and then just hit loading. So fill up the plane, load it with passengers, and then when you're ready to go, you hit the button, and away the plane goes. So again, the idea is to have a lot of planes up in the air, and of course you can see what your planes actually are doing via that button right there. And the same thing goes for a control tower up here too, which I don't actually have one built at the moment. So that is the basic mechanic. Obviously, you progress from there until the point where you do have a very booming airline industry. As far as in-app purchases, which is something that's kind of key to this genre, you do not have to buy in-app items. As with most other Game Insight games, we've yet to find a game that you cannot play at all without buying in-app purchases. You may be forced to wait a while, but with that in mind, you're going to get a heck of a lot of content out of the app without ever buying anything, which is quite nice. We have to admit that's a tremendous boon for it. So all in all, loads of content. It's a free app in the App Store. It comes with a lot of really gorgeous graphics. It's kind of the same graphics that we've seen in some other titles, but with slightly better animations. So basically the same bedrock with further polishing. So keeping all that at the forefront, actually, it's probably one of our favorite games in the genre, which means that we're going to give it a 4.5 out of 5-star rating for everything that it's doing, as well as a solid recommendation. If you're into this kind of application, this is definitely one to try out. If for no other reason than what we said, it makes sense to have an airport like this, and overall the concept is great, and so is the gameplay. So again, that means the Airport City HD gets a solid 4.5 out of 5-star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. And that's what we have to say about it at this point. I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we will see you guys later. Bye.